Hello and welcome back to Haven and Hearth. As you can see, we are on the 28th day of the 6th month, so we are already most of the way through winter, just from kinda having waited on a few things. Check on our chickens here real quick. It is winter, so other than the little bit of farming we have managed to maintain for ourselves with our little circle here from our mound, uh, we're not going to be able to go out and do much. There is a little bit of foraging that could be done, but I'm not seeing anything. They're far more rare in the winter months, and they are far more limited. Like, the roots are there, there's some specialty mushrooms, there's like some snowflakes you can find. The snowflakes that are on the ground are not great. The snowflakes that are flying through the air are really a matter of like you gotta click on it while it's coming towards you, and I'm just as likely to get that to happen standing here in the base than I am anywhere else. So it is really not worth going out unless I want to do something like dig up a block of ice or something. Which, of course, we can't quite see from here. Let's get a little closer. As you can see, the nearby lake has frozen, so we can't really get any. You can kind of see it up in the top there. No, there we go. There it is. There it is. Lake is frozen. We can't get any water from there. We can't get to our ball clay at the moment, so that's a thing too. Our well, we are most of the way done with. We just need another 37 rope, which is going to be a bit of an issue. We're definitely going to want to expand our flax farm, but that's going to wait for spring because we don't really have room inside our circle, and I'm not building another mound for the 2 days in game. Well, probably about a day and a half since it looks like it's, you know, well, no, 2 days because I think that might be the sun coming up. That is the sun coming up. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna build another mound just to put up, some more stuff over here or whatever, right now. We will need to think about that though, because we are gonna have to worry about that type of thing next winter. Hmm. Need to give that some thought. But today we are in need of better stone. We have been in need of better stone. So let's head into the mines because the underground is completely unaffected by the weather. So let's see. Oh, okay, I got that. Let's see what we can see around here. What do we got here? I don't remember exactly. Feldspar. That's important for something. Not something I need this exact second, though. So let's wander a little bit. See what we can think about risking as far as trying to find some stone, because at the moment anything we mine is a risk. There are 3 bats there. I don't want to be anywhere near them. Now, ideally, we find ourselves some high quality stone. Even more. Oh man, look at this. There's another bat. There's bats all over the place. Alright, let's see if I can't find something decent closer. Oop, this way. Um, what was I saying? All right, ideally finding high quality stone. Even more ideally, finding some specific types of stone that will help us in the future. Um, my thoughts, of course, are quartz and flint, although there are some others. I think feldspar is one of them that would be useful as well. Although we don't have the other stuff to make that particularly useful. Let's go ahead and just mine here. We're not going to get much of anything at the moment. Oh, and you know what? We probably should have refilled our water flask before. Ooh. All right. There was no little cave-in, so all of these adjacent tiles are safe. So what do we have here? We have mica. All right. Not the best material in the world, but we don't know what the quality is yet. So let's go ahead and we're going to move one further in. And we're going to go ahead and start doing this. So we know that all of these are safe. There we go. We got some mica. 27. That's not terrible. That is not terrible quality, at least for, the very first floor of, the caverns. And, oh, see, all right, 25. Now, see, because that's the thing is it does kind of vary, and it is also affected by the quality of the axe I'm using. However, the quality of the axe I'm using is high enough that it shouldn't be affecting this, because it's just a soft cap. So, all right, we're getting a little bit of varied stone quality here. But this will let us do things like, say, make a better oven or, improve other areas. Um, there are plenty of things that use stone that we're going to need higher quality on. And now that we have at least found something, we're not going to just be relying on that quality 10. All right, no little cave-in, so the next area is fine too. We're going to go ahead and say, give me that. All right, looks like I'm drinking up my water here before I go. All right, I got a little bit of water left. Good. All right, so I'm going to mine out just a little bit, and I will come back if there is anything of particular interest that comes up. I will see you shortly. All right, so I finished mining out that next area, and we got the little cave-in, as you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to... Let's pick this. And for the moment, because I don't want to waste any of this stone, I'm just going to put that there so I know that that was a spot that had, issues. Now, it does mean that these guys should be safe, however, so I can always continue mining there. And as you see, we got a little bit of that, cave dust from when it caved in. So, once again, going to do a bit of work and come back ever so shortly. All right. I have run myself out of water. I'm almost full on my inventory space. This tile is safe because when I knocked this one down, there was no little fall. So that one is safe. I'm going to finish mining that one out once I, refill my water, empty my inventory, that sort of thing. We'll see how far we can get with some of this. For now, I'm just going to go and basically put back, basically just kind of set down some of this stuff, although I think I might take some of the highest ones and make a separate pile. Where do I want to put a separate pile? Let's put it like over here. Let's see, we got a 29. So let's put it to 29 there. And we got some 28s. And do we want to put the 27s? We'll do the 27s as well. And I think that'll be it for that. And then we'll put the rest of them in another pile of, these are higher quality but not the highest. I just need to find some place appropriate to put them. Like, say here. Alright, let's just kind of do this. And in they go. There we are. Excellent. Hopefully we have enough water left, because we don't currently have access to water. But we still have plenty here. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this cave dust put away. I think I had a little bit more, didn't I, somewhere? And then we will get right back to mining. Alright, I've done a little more mining. All of the stone that is 27 or higher ended up in this pile here. I've got 20 of them. Now I need to sort out the 5 highest, because it is time to build a new potter's wheel. And we need 5 stone, 10 clay, 1 rope, 8 blocks of wood, and 6 boards in order to get our best possible, potter's wheel for the moment. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab as much of this as we can, which is all of it. We're going to grab one of these 27s because the 27s are definitely the lowest. And we're going to just start working our way up. So the 27s should all be able to go. That is all the 27s. Oh, nope, there's the 27. Alright, the 28s can go next. That is all the 28s. I have a 30 and a bunch of 29s, so we're going to put 2 of the 29s back. That leaves us 5, the 30, and 4 of the 29s. It'll average it out. It'll still be 29 point something, which will then, of course, also end up getting averaged out with the stats of the other things we use. So we're just going to go ahead and put it right here for the moment. No real reason not to. We can always pick it up after it's built. And we're going to put these 5 stones in. There we go. We've got it started. And now it's time to start looking at some of these other things. So we needed, what was it, 8 boards? 6 boards. 6 boards. Well, I have room for 5 in my inventory. I can grab 6 if I put my flask there for the moment. And I believe I had 6 of these left. Oh, I have 11. Well, we can grab 6. That is level 50, or quality 53. And this is definitely one of the things we want to expend our high quality on. Like so. Alright. And fortunately, one of the things we don't need to worry about is our carpentry level, because when you're building an item like this, the actual level of your skill doesn't factor in. So, now it would factor in if I were making those boards, but since we had them, we can basically skip ahead. We are going to need some clay, some rope. So the rope we will need to worry about our sewing skill. How is our sewing skill? It is not great. But we can probably do something about that. There we go. Now our sewing skill is 22. So we won't necessarily be bringing stuff down too far. Hopefully, when we get to it. In fact, I think our rope walk will probably be bringing it. Oh, no, actually, I think it might still be bringing it up, because I think we got 32 on that. 34. All right. But I think most of our flax is 28, so it'll probably about balance out. We will need to get to that, but we are also going to need to cut down a tree, because we need blocks. How many blocks did we need? If it's 4, that's like perfect. It is 8, so it is not perfect. But let's see, our second highest tree, the spruce, that one is 21, because our next one is 17, and our highest one that we don't want to cut down yet is 28. We need to leave that one in order to ensure we continue the quality going up. So we only want to deal with our second highest. Let's grab all the branches off of here, grab the boughs. I don't think we're necessarily going to need them once we get going, but it will probably be nice to have these for some things like, starting fires, that sort of thing. Don't know exactly what the boughs will be for. We can always use them for more of the, for getting more bees if we need to, but might as well grab all the stuff off of it before we chop it down. So, alright, let's go ahead. We're going to chop this down, get some blocks. I'm not going to make you guys watch as I chop the tree down, so we'll be back once it's down. Alright, tree is down. We got the little XP event for it. Let's go ahead and... not that one. I wanted this guy. We're going to swap over from our axe to our shovel, because as we recall, doing the destroy on the stump is much quicker and easier with the shovel than it is with the axe. This is going a heck of a lot faster than it would be with the axe. I would have to stop and drink twice in order to do it, and this time I didn't even have a full stamina bar when I started, and I might not need to even drink. And this will give us 4 of the blocks we need, just digging this guy up. That's why I was saying if it was 4, it would be perfect. There we go. Oh, looks like we have some roots as well. We'll grab those because we can use those for some other things. And now it's time to switch it back, because we're going to chop back into blocks, but that'll happen automatically. 2, 3, and 4. That makes the 8. And here we go. We're putting in some 21 quality blocks, which, yeah, will bring things down a little bit, but, it's basically the best we have on hand. because we can't really chop down our 28. All right, so now we just need our clay and our rope. Now, do I have enough clay? That was 10 clay. I believe I have enough over here. Yes, I have plenty. There's 10. Excellent. We are going to need to move those roots out of the inventory. Come on, get around. Out of the inventory temporarily. But here we go. We got some 30 clay going in, which is right around our quality we're shooting for. Because, as you recall, this guy's 19. I would like to have 30, at least. It'll probably be a little bit higher because of those boards, even with those blocks dragging it down. And the rope will drag it down a little bit too, but not so much. Where can I put these? Ah, there we go. Perfect. 3 spots. Just like that. Alright, and now we need rope. We need rope, which means we are going to need string. Well, we've got these 31 flax fibers. We need 6 more, so we're going to end up having a mix. These are 28s. But it's the perfect thing to use up the last of our 31s on. So we'll come over here, we'll go to our rope walk. We'll see what kind of rope we end up with. So let's see. Craft, materials. Here we go. Rope. I think my dex might actually drag things down more than my sewing skill. I should probably look at that. Dex. Oh, 22. No, it's bringing it down exactly the same. So we ended up with a 26. So, not the greatest, but it will do. What was that noise? You guys heard that, right? Alright, let's go ahead and get this built, and let's see what we ended up with. 32. Perfect. I was hoping for at least 30. We got 32 out of it. I call that good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick this old one up, and we're going to take it on out. And if any random doobies come along, they can have it for free. So we're just going to make sure we've got, make sure we got that. We're going to be like, hey guys, there you go. Alright, so now that our little quality 19 is gone, we will need to pick up our new quality 32 and put it in the new place. So this means that even though our clay quality is only 30 at the moment, the 32 should drag it up ever so slightly. Not exactly the most, but ever so slightly. There we go. Pop that into place. Perfect. So, since we've gone ahead and gotten that, let's go ahead and get some of the rest. Let's see. Let's see exactly what it is. That's the tableware. Right, pots and pottery. Here we go. Tree planter's pot. We need 10 clay. And let's just take a quick peek here. What is my masonry? My masonry is sitting at 30 with the bonus that it has. Yeah, can't really bump that up anymore. Unfortunately, my dex is still 22. That's going to drag it down slightly. Do I try and get my dex up? Let me see what kind of food I still have on the table, because my energy is flagging a little bit. Do I have anything? I have the lettuce leaves, which might instead give me... Yeah, look at that. That isn't even enough to do anything. Do I have anything sitting around? It does not appear so. Not anything that would give me dex. It would be nice to try and get one more point of dex here. I mean, I could do some stuff with the chicken. I'm kind of trying to save up the chicken because I would like to do some more advanced things with it. Hmm. 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 Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have the stuff to do it. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it now and hope that my dex doesn't drag it down too much. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Here we go. Come on, move. There we go. All right. We're on that. We've got our tree planter pot. Let's go ahead and craft. 29, which is slightly worse than I was hoping for. 29.2. Now, however, because we have this, decent axe, I can come over here, grab a block, split it. Oh, and we end up with 29.2s again on that. All right. I guess that just means we're going to end up with a 29 pot because there's not much more we can do about it. All right, let's go ahead and get this fueled up because the quality on the kiln is 30, so it'll drag it up slightly, but it's not going to drag it up enough to make it a full-blown 30 itself. So in you go. We'll start loading the branches in, and I will come back once that guy is baked and ready. See you then. All right, we are back, and the pot should be just about done. There it is. Excellent. Let's see how it turned out. 29.4. So yeah, like I said, it was never going to get all the way up to 30 because our fuel was the exact same quality as the pot turned out, and even though the kiln was better, it was not so much better to have that big of an effect. So we got a 29 pot, which is still way better than our 19 we had. So now we will be able to get a little bit better trees as far as that is concerned. At the very least, it is ever so slightly better than our current best tree, which is 28. Um, but we should still be able to increase that a bit more because I believe the table here is 32. Yep, 32. And then, of course, it'll be whatever we manage to get as far as this is concerned. Currently, we've got some 30s. We should be able to get that a little bit higher because I believe this is also 32. So we can get up to 32 quality mulch before it starts soft capping. So that will be fairly reasonable. And our barley is high enough that it should be able to do that. Although currently our farming skill is only 33, so we're probably going to want to increase that more, maybe get it up to 40. Once we've got about that point, we should be able to get, maybe another 10 points in on a tree, get up to about 38 before we really need to start worrying about getting another pot again. But so far, so good. And that is going to do it for this episode. We will come back in the spring. I will put our tree planter pot to use and hopefully get some more trees going. We will expand our farms, probably do a little bit more with the chickens, and maybe we will even go searching for some rabbits. Don't necessarily know about needing the rabbits, but the chickens we definitely need to do a bit more with. But that is it for our winter months. So, until next time, have a good one.